What's going on, guys? Get123 here with more Grand Theft Auto 5, and just today, Rockstar released a new trailer for an upcoming DLC called Cunning Stunts, and this DLC looks amazing. This is a short little trailer, but it is packed with a lot of action, a lot of quick scenes here, and a lot of things to actually look at. So what I'm going to do is break this trailer down for you. We're going to take it frame by frame and point out some things that you might have missed. And one thing I should also say is that this DLC is scheduled to come out on July 12th. That'll be a Tuesday, 5 days from now. So, you know, judging by this trailer, just watching it through the first time, this DLC looks amazing. I mean, if you like racing, if you like GTA Online, this might be one of the cooler updates that have ever come to GTA Online. So, why don't we start breaking this bad boy down? So taking a look at the first scene here, you can see we've got 3 people and 3 different vehicles. So there are a few things to point out here. Taking a look at the guy on the left in the red suit, that is a racing suit currently not in the game. Also by the looks of it, a new helmet. And then on the right side, the guy in the black, that also looks to be a new racing outfit. And then take a look at the vehicles in back. You've got what looks to be, on the far right side, a new supercar. Not entirely sure what that is. In back, it looks like you've got a rally truck. It's a little covered up in at this angle, but if you watch the trailer again, you can see that it is indeed a truck. And then that vehicle on the left there, when you zoom in, looks to be an Obey, which is the Grand Theft Auto equivalent to an Audi. So moving on to the next scene, this just kind of gives you an idea of the scope and the scale of just how large these ramps are. I mean, we're way up in the sky, and you can see the starting platform up there on the right. So I mean, it's clear that these ramps are pretty huge. In this next scene here, nothing too exciting going on, but this kind of gives you an idea of how these races can be laid out. You'll be obviously going over buildings with these epic jumps. I mean, this just looks really cool. But moving on. Here you can see some of the new stunt tubing that they will be adding to the game. This looks just really cool. It looks like you just speed right into that, and being that it is a cylindrical tube, you can actually drive on the walls, you can drive upside down, you can drive in a spiral, and then take a look down at the bottom on the airstrip there. There are actually some bowling pins set up at the base of the tube there, and also some tires in the background. So the bowling pins are an interesting addition. I assume they're just probably going to be obstacles that you want to try to avoid, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So here we got a pretty nice glimpse of some of the new cars being added to the game. On the left side there, you can see we've got another Obey vehicle. It might be the same one that was in the first scene, but it's one of those rally cars. And then on the right side, that backmost burgundy card is a Lampadati, and the light blue one in front of it is a Lampadati as well. So those look to be some of the new sports cars that will be added with this DLC. And so here are those same cars again, except this time from the front. You can see that it looks like they're gonna have a lot of customization options in terms of splitters and spoilers and how you want to set up those lights on the front and roll cages and all that. I assume that Rockstar's probably gonna really let us flesh out these rally cars, because in my opinion, rally cars and customization just go hand in hand. Now, this scene gets me pretty excited. Here you can see more of the tubing, but these green pads they're driving over, these are actually boost pads or launch pads. You're going to drive over them, they're going to speed you up, you're going to be going really fast. And then look at the top of the screen there, you can see these other cars are actually driving upside down as they spiral through the loop, as we said before. So just really cool stuff going on here. Looks like a lot of fun. So in this scene, you can see 2 new supercars. At this point, we're not entirely sure what they are, but you can see on the back there, it says Shark on the right and left-hand side. And it also says Get Ripped in the middle. So it's kind of funny, these cars are now being sponsored by Shark cards. I guess that's Rockstar's way of just keeping Shark cards on our mind and maybe hinting that we might be needing Shark cards to buy these. We might. There's just, you know, a small, pretty frickin' good chance we will. Anyway, moving on, here we can see we will be getting some new liveries as well on these vehicles. Obviously, different liveries are to be expected on rally cars, especially because those cars always have tons of sponsors. So I assume that, you know, that's going to be thrown in with the customization, probably quite a few different ones to choose from. So then this looks to be the same scene that we already saw earlier in the trailer, but this time we can see something that we couldn't really see the first time around, or at least I didn't notice it. You can see a bowling ball. So a nice ball to go along with those pins. Again, are they just obstacles? Are they just there to troll you and get in your way? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. And then check out those cars once again. Nice big spoilers on them. And then in the next scene, take a look at the left side of your screen. There you can see another one of the new Baja trucks. And then in the back there, check these things out. These are really cool looking. It's kind of like a rally car, rally truck hybrid. You can see it's also got its own livery there as well, as to be expected. And then following that, we have a shot of some of the new supercars being added. The frontmost one, the red one, looks to be kind of like a real-life equivalent to one of the Lexus supercars, maybe mixed with something else. As for the ones in back, I'm going to have to do a little more research. I might do a follow-up video showing these vehicles and their real-life counterparts. So then here you can see another new vehicle being added to the game. This is the real-life equivalent of a Fiat 500. You can see they're just kind of clashing here in the air as they cross paths. And then after that, we get a look at a motorcycle that I feel like we haven't really seen before. Take a look at this thing. It's got some really, really fat, beefy tires, and just the way it's made is just odd looking. It looks very, I don't know, a little cheaper than I guess what we're used to with motorcycles in Grand Theft Auto, so that should be interesting. So then this is the final scene as it zooms out above the track, and let me just tell you, this looks awesome. This just kind of gives you an idea of what to expect in terms of the madness that's going to ensue with these races. And again, to give you a sense of scale, take a look at that tiny little dot on the middle of the track there between the two tubes. That is a car. So, you know, these tracks are pretty big. I imagine these laps are going to take a few minutes, depending on just how big the track is, but I don't know, guys. That's about it for that trailer, and let me tell you, I'm super excited for this DLC. Honestly, this is the most excited I've been for a DLC in quite a while, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything I missed. Personally, I think this DLC looks awesome. I can't wait to play it, and I can't wait to play with you guys. So on that note, please stay tuned for more Grand Theft Auto 5 in the future. I will see you next time.